2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a test of the live stream from the Swansea.com stadium. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the Swansea.com stadium. Stadium. Paul, Youth Cup on Wednesday night away at Swansea. Has everybody been looking forward to this game since the full-time whistle went at Coventry?
Yeah, I think so. It's not always in the back of your mind, and it comes increasingly to the front of your mind as we approach this week. The players are very, very excited, as am I, and there's no need to hide that. Yeah, it's been something we've been looking forward to for sure.
Two terrific performances. Paul, Youth Cup on Wednesday night away at Swansea. Has everybody been looking forward to this game since the full-time whistle went at Coventry?
Yeah, I think so. It's not always in the back of your mind, and it comes increasingly to the front of your mind as we approach this week. The players are very, very excited, as am I, and there's no need to hide that. Yeah, it's been something we've been looking forward to for sure.
Two terrific performances, two very good results they've had so far. I just wonder what kind of difference it's made around the academy building to have had a good run so far in the Youth Cup this season after a couple of years when it hasn't quite gone our way.
I think it's obviously a positive thing. The players are buoyant, they're enthusiastic about all of the work that they do. Across the PDP we have to share players because that's the nature of the work we have here, and of course it's appropriate that the very best younger players play as high as they can. So we have a lot of under 18 age players that play in the under 21s, so they've been spread around over the last 10, 14 days. Of course we had our Premier League under 17s Cup semi-final last week, which was successful as well. So they've had a real range of experiences over the last couple of weeks. But if I'm being honest, I don't think anyone's really lost sight of this game that we've got coming up this week.
How nice is it when you get them all back together then for this game?
Brilliant. I can only speak as a coach. I love it. I love getting all of them back together. The players, and we, all of the staff around the building, have spent a lot of time since June building and working on an environment to be able to create a really positive environment, just on and off the pitch, but critically from a behavioural point of view and a standards of behaviour point of view around the building, on the pitch in training every single day, the intensity, the quality that we work at. That's been going on for months now. So every time we get the full group back together, it's a really nice opportunity to see that all in action.
So how pleasing for you when all those things you've been working on perhaps off the pitch then translate into what you see with your own eyes when they cross that white line? Yeah,
it's really powerful, Neil, because the message we promote to these players is that what you do off the pitch gets taken onto it. So when you can provide them, because they're only young people, remember, when you can provide them with real high quality evidence of that, i.e. the performance against Southampton, which was gnarly, a little bit tricky, needed to fight and never give in right till the end, and then a really convincing and dominant performance like we had down at Coventry. Those are really two good examples of them being able to recruit personality and character that we need in these different moments to get us over the line in both cases. So it's been a really, really successful season from that point of view, providing them with the evidence, giving them their own evidence that behaving that way off the pitch translates into those performances on it.
How much do you like to see that, and how much will they learn from the knowledge now that they can win games in different ways?
I think that's really helpful for their long-term development, firstly, because that's the requirement of being a first-team footballer. You're not going to have the same game all the time. Games at first-team level roll round thick and fast, Saturday, Tuesday, and they're of a different type and nature, home, away, underdog, favourite, level. All sorts of different challenges that come with a senior level career. So being able to educate them at this level, that you don't always need to pull on the same strings in a game to get you over the line, is a really helpful thing.
It was a really eye-catching result at Coventry, wasn't it? How much spotlight do you think from further afield now might have fallen upon them? If you score 8 goals in a game, obviously a lot of people are going to sit up and take notice.
Yeah, I welcome that for the players. I want to give them that platform to be able to be visible on. It's a great opportunity for them to make a bit of a noise, really. Blackburn's always talked about for its academy and its youth team graduates that go on to have professional careers. I'm nothing but happy that this group are making a bit of a noise for themselves and showing loads of potential for them as individuals, but also the group in general going forward. It's a high quality group, and yeah, looking forward to another game.
Does it bring about any extra pressure, do you think?
Yes, it does. Yes. We want that, really. It does bring about that extra pressure. Pressure is something that you earn as a sports performer and as a football player. And the further down, the deeper you get into a competition, the more that noise will go up, the more perceived pressure there will be. But the importance of the communication we have inside the dressing room is that is just external noise. The pressure we'll put on ourselves to perform will be no different. the pressure we'll put on ourselves to deliver what we've planned and what we've trained for will be no different. But it's something you earn. These players have earned the right to get to this stage of the competition. We're in the last 16 now. They've earned that right, and all of the associated noise that comes with it is good development for them as well.
Archie, just give us an insight into the Youth Cup campaign so far and how much you personally have enjoyed the run we've had to date.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I mean, coming up against some tough opponents like Southampton, but to get that last minute winner was just brilliant. Was something we worked on quite a lot. And then going into the Coventry game, we worked hard all week. Going into it, just scored a lot of goals. Just overall great performance from the boys.
Two very different games, weren't they? Which one of the two is more satisfying?
I'd probably say the Coventry one, because overall just a brilliant team performance. We played football, we got the ball down, we switched, we played. But yeah, it was just very clinical from all of us really, creating chances, scoring goals. Whereas the Southampton game, obviously a last minute winner, but you can't really beat beating a team 8-1, can you?
So what was it like? Is it still a little bit surreal because it's a huge scoreline to score that many goals in one game in a stage like that as well? How special an evening was it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we went into the game hoping for a win, but 8-1 is just out of this world really. And obviously the club haven't got this far for quite a while, so we're just raring to go for Swansea. We just want to get the club on the big stage. Obviously, if we beat Swansea, we get into the quarterfinals, which is a big achievement for the club. And just getting this far really is just a really big achievement.
What about you personally? How much have you enjoyed the occasions more than anything else? Because they are very different to what you'll experience on a Saturday morning. What have you been able to learn from the games at Chorley, first of all, but also playing at Coventry Stadium?
Yeah, I've loved it. I mean, it's not something that you get every week, is it, playing at a big stadium like Coventry? And then obviously playing in front of quite a lot of fans at Chorley really. It was just a big moment. It's got a first team feel to it as well. So it's just a big moment.
Does it give you an insight as to what the future career might bring and what those occasions are like?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone's raring to go. Everyone's buzzing. Everyone's just there really. Like the meetings that we have with Paul and Kiddo are just like getting us up for it, and obviously the trip to Swansea will be good enough if we can come out with a win.
Does it feel different when you're going into those games? Can you sense it? Is it a different occasion to a Saturday morning?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously first team stadiums, it's not something you get all the time, and it just has a bigger feel to it really. Like obviously 18 league games, you don't really have like the best team out every week, but with this set of players that we have, I feel like we can go really, really far.
How much do you lads talk about the Youth Cup and how sort of special a competition it is? You kind of know the spotlight that comes along with it. How much do you look forward to these occasions?
It's something that we just want to get as far as we can really. Like the season builds up to it. All the games surround the Youth Cup. It's just what we look to do well in really, and hopefully we can progress as far as we can. We've been in a good run of form recently. Obviously Saturday weren't the best, but the Youth Cup winning 8-1 and just getting past a team like Southampton, we know how well they're doing in the league at the moment in the South. So yeah, I feel like we can go really far and everyone's just really confident.
Talk to me about the attacking unit that we've got. When you score 8 goals like that, there's obviously going to be a lot of focus that falls upon it, what it's like to be part of a team that can play such good attacking football and score goals.
Yeah, it's something that everyone works on really. As soon as we get into the final third, they just say, play with freedom, just do what you do. And obviously we did that at Coventry, and scoring 8 goals is just something you don't really see, especially in the Youth Cup. Like normally games are quite tight, but as soon as we get into that attacking third, it's just play with freedom, just do what we do.
Is that quite a nice feeling for a young footballer to have that licence to be able to go out there and express
Yeah,
yourself?
Definitely. Obviously, you see teams now that are just kind of not playing as much freedom as maybe people would like to, but we just do what we do, and as soon as we get to that final third, it's just we want to score goals.
Does it feel like the stakes are getting higher every single game that goes on because you're kind of getting closer and closer to the dream that everybody has?
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time the Rovers won the Youth Cup? I mean, that's what we're looking to do. So hopefully, if we beat Swansea, we can get, well, want it to be Burnley really, but if we beat Swansea, yeah, we know we can go really, really far.
Tell us a bit about yourself then and your journey with this football club.
So I started here when I was, I think it was 6 years old, 2015 or 2016, I think it was. I've been here around 10 years. So obviously to get this far and playing as much as I am, it's just a dream come true, really.
What's it been like, those 10 years, for any young lad who dreams to be a footballer? What's it been like being at this football club?
It's been, obviously I know the pathway to the first team's really good. I know how many academy graduates get into the first team, so it's just somewhere I want to be, really. I mean, I don't want to really be anywhere else. I know the club, I know like everyone here, really. I know the facilities, the lodge is good, the vibes are good, teammates are good. So yeah, it's just something I've always wanted to do, really, and especially this season, how far we can get in the Youth Cup, it would be definitely one of my best moments of my career.
Please welcome onto the pitch the Coventry City U18s and Blackburn Rovers U18s at the Youth Cup fourth round. Full time. Blackburn Rovers, U18s.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome along to the Swansea.com stadium, the home of Swansea City. And Rovers hoping to book their place in the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup with victory here down in South Wales. As you can see, the two sides make their way out onto the turf. The Rovers team back at this venue for the second time in the space of just over 3 weeks. And our youngsters will be hoping to do a little bit better than the first team did. Rovers in with a shout of the last day, and after such a superb performance in the last round, confidence will be high in the camp in the hope of progress. We'll see the teams going through their pre-match routines. Paul Butler very optimistic when we spoke to him on Rovers TV earlier this week. In the lead up to this one, he knows what his team can produce. We saw that at Coventry, had that early scare, but boy did they come roaring back to emphatically secure their spot in round 5. The prize playing at this excellent stadium for a lot of these youngsters, an opportunity you cannot say no to. Rovers know what's at stake. Winner takes all. Got to make sure you're on it this evening. And we will very shortly go through the two sides. The skipper for the night for Rovers, Levi Ball, just going through the discussions with the three match officials, you should say, alongside Swansea skipper Harlan Perry. And as the lights dim here at the Swansea.com stadium, kick-off not far away at all. The two sides go to the pre-match huddle. Final words of encouragement from the teams in gold and the team in white to our right-hand side. There we go, a bit of encouragement from those Rovers players. A chance to extend this journey that's been an enjoyable one so far. And that man there certainly had an enjoyable game in the last round. 4 goals he scored, Val Joseph, against Coventry City. Certainly got the physical presence and the skill to hurt Swansea tonight. Will he be amongst the goals? We'll see in the next 90 minutes and maybe more, with extra time and penalties if the sides are level at full time here in South Wales. It will be Swansea that will get this game underway. Rovers kicking from left to right, as you see it, in gold shirts, gold shorts and gold and black socks. Here we go then, a chance for progress for Rovers and Swansea City, who have never reached any further than this round in their history. The home side be desperate to make a bit of history by taking their spot in the quarter-finals. Straight away, Rovers get the ball back and it will go all the way to Harry Holt. Did promise you we would go through the Rovers side. And just the one change made by Paul Butler, enforced, we're told. It's Finlay Wilkinson that misses out, with Theo Pitt coming into the team from that victory against Coventry City. So Rovers line up with Harry Holt in goal. Back forward, Theo Pitt on the right, Harvey Pates on the left, and Kelly Quinn and Akandia in central midfield. The midfield at central defence, I should say. In midfield, 3 men that were excellent against Coventry. Levi Ball, the skipper, Frank Vare and Isaac Dunn, who is expected to play the deeper of that trio. On the right, Archie McCoy. On the left, Igor Tyjon, and that man Valentin Joseph leading the line. I mentioned there's one change, and I'm delighted to say he's with us on co-commentary this evening. Finlay, disappointed to not be out there, I'm sure, but delighted to be here and hopeful that that the lads can step up and get you a spot in the next round?
Yeah, obviously not good to be out, but I'm glad I'm here to watch the boys play, and I hope that we can get through to the next round, and hopefully I'll be fit for that and start that game.
Yeah, let's hope so. It's a hamstring issue, isn't it, that you've got?
Yeah.
But hopefully not too much longer. Here comes Swansea on the attack down the left-hand side, cut out though by Rovers. The Swans lining up same formation, 4-3-3 this evening. It's Wright in goal, a back four of Clark, who scored the winner in the last round against Leeds. Phillips, Popham and Hayward at left back. Midfield three of Perry the captain, Evans and Jones, Alfie Jones that is, in front of him. On the right hand side, Rhodes on the right, Callum Jones on the left, and the Trinidadian Josiah Kalicharen leads the line. Here's Theo Pitt, the youngster, Wales Youth International, launches it down the line, headed away and then back into the Swansea territory there by Isaac Dunn. And Finlay, just talk about that last round, because it was a real special evening for the whole academy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we were all very proud of our performances in that game. I don't think anyone had a bad game. I think absolutely everyone played to the best of their potential, and I think the staff were proud of us for that. And leading up to this game, it really helped. I think we're all ready for it, and I'm expecting the same again, really. I'm expecting a big performance.
I think in that game we went 1-0 down early on, didn't we? But certainly didn't panic and instantly responded, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we know, like, in our own abilities, so if we go down, I think we know we've got the scoring power in our attack to score goals, so I don't think it worries us too much.
It certainly did. It maybe could have been more as well that night if we were being a little bit too greedy, but hopefully we'll save a few of those goals for this evening here in South Wales. Lovely little skip away, and I think here comes ball down this left-hand side for Rovers, and I think it just went out of play, unfortunately. But these sort of stages are what all of you youngsters want to be playing on a regular basis. But these experiences will be key for the lads, won't they? And be really excited for these sort of games.
Yeah, I think it gives us like the best experience of being in a first team environment, playing to win, because usually we're only playing to like improve ourselves. So now playing in a game that we need to win, we can't lose our jewels, we can't lose anything on the pitch. I think it improves us to another level.
A different sort of game to the usual weekend outings, I suppose, but it remains. Rovers want to win. Here comes Val Joseph on the left-hand side, just cuts into the centre of the box, plays it into a dangerous area, cleared by a Swansea man. Rovers already putting the pressure on the home side. Done. Almost caught in possession, and there looked to be a late challenge on, I think it's Levi Ball. Here's McCoy. Done. Nice play. Here's Pitt down the line. McCoy's continued his run. It's going to go out of play. It takes a Swansea man in Phillips sliding across to put that out for a throw-in. Compared to the last round, this has been a little bit boring, because I think we saw about 2 or 3 goals already by this stage. But Swansea more resolute than Coventry were so far. Ball's just bundling around in there. Joseph looks like he's got walloped on the head. He's gone down. The referee just looks, and is he going to blow up? He is eventually, I think. Jonathan Boland, the man in the middle. I think it was just a clash of heads for Joseph rather than anything too malicious, but those ones can be painful ones, can't they, Finlay?
Yeah, very painful.
Imagine Val can handle that, can't he? He's a big lad, but full of confidence, I imagine, coming into this one.
Yeah, he's a very big lad. I think he uses his strength really well, but I think technically he's really sound as well. Like, it's not just how big he is that makes him the player he is. Finishing wise, he's one of the best in the team, and yeah, I think that just shows with his 4 goals last game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think maybe you're a little bit too young for the phrase "good feet for a big man." Maybe you not heard that one before.
I think I'm a bit too young for that saying.
Makes me feel old. But Joseph, okay, he's up back to his feet and just strolling off the pitch. So that's a real positive for Paul Butler. Subs tonight for Rovers: Karol Krajewski, the backup goalkeeper; Alfie McElroy, Tyler Mansbridge, Freddie Leatherbarrow, Harry Lister, Jaden Sargent, and Charlie Clamford, who was with me on comms last time. So big boots to fill, Finley. I'm sure you can handle it.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
No Harvey Higgins tonight. He's ill, so unfortunately for Harvey, he misses out, as does Alexa Silvereze, Bruce Leeming, David Udogan as well. They are here though. Here's Joseph using that strength to hold off his man, and nice little dart there from Vare, but Swansea get it back on this left-hand side with Callum Jones. Nice aggressive challenge there by Pitt. Good start though, I think. Both sides have had their moments, albeit neither goalkeeper has been tested so far. That's the long throw forward towards Kali Sharan. He wins it back. The Trinidad Youth International, and with number 9 on his back for the Swans. The last time they were in action in round 5 of this competition came in 2015. Never gone past the 5th round in their history, as I said earlier. Lost 6-0 to Chelsea back in January 2015. Tammy Abraham scored a hat-trick, Dominic Solanke got 2, and ex-Rover Casey Palmer also found the net on that night. Here comes Swansea with Callum Jones, darts in, it's going to find Hayward. Spread of play there by Perry. Rovers just not quite having it all their own way early on. Pates is going to have to watch carefully. It's a Swansea corner up against Kai Rhodes on that right-hand side for Swansea. So set piece on its way. I think it looks as if Perry is going to be strolling across to take this one. A bit of a nervy moment though, Finley, isn't it, this one for Rovers when the set piece comes in?
Yeah, I think early on, I think it's really key to deal with it nice and simple and just clear it as quick as possible, really, just to get the confidence up and no early scares, really.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the name of the game, and what you don't want to do is give away anything cheap or soft, and these set pieces might be opportunities where Swansea will feel they can hurt Rovers. A fair few bodies in the box. Kalish around the obvious target. He's just waiting around the penalty spot. There's going to be an outswinging corner from Harlan Perry, the skipper. Flat one, and that was a bit of a waste after that big build-up we gave it.
We take them every day of the week.
Absolutely. Be disappointed with that one though, Perry. What's been Paul's message this week ahead of this big game that we've got?
He's just told the boys to enjoy it, really, and keep it simple. Just they know how to play. They play the same football every game, so I think it's just telling them to enjoy it and enjoy the occasion, really, and see how far we can get in this competition.
We'll have high hopes, but Callum Jones on this near side just about keeps it in for Swansea. He's going to dart beyond Pick. Jones gets into the box, ball across and comes off Dunn and here, and a little bit scruffy in the end from Rovers. Swansea still have it back. One back though by McCoy, who just launches that one forward and says to Joseph, go and hunt that one down. It looks as if Phillips is going to get there first. Goes all the way back to right. And Swansea have the ball in control. Nice play by Rhodes. Too easy, shouts Paul Butler. They spread the play out towards Callum Jones on this left side. He again goes on the outside of Pitt, sends in a good delivery, and DeCandia gets in a big stretching clearance towards that near post and puts it behind for a corner kick. But Swansea just having a good spell at the moment, Finley, aren't they? Rovers just having to dig in a touch.
Yeah, I think that was too easy, I'll be honest. In the midfield, we needed to get tighter, but it's a crucial block from Mike, and he steps up in the right moments there.
They got a goal against Coventry in the last round, but needed him there defensively. DeCandia to stay strong. It was the ball across towards Jones, and then one-on-one he and Pitt had the duel, and he won out the Welsh winger. Corner this time, a deep one towards that back post. DeCandia goes for it, and I think it's going to be another corner kick, albeit on the other side. It was a much better delivery from Perry this time around, the in-swinger, and he's now going to have to go across the other side of the pitch to put in this outswinger. Just a nervy moment. But 12 minutes gone. Still 0-0 here at the Swansea.com stadium. Doesn't look a bad evening for football. There was quite a bit of rain on the way down here today, but conditions are good. Pitch looks good as well. So Perry, third delivery. This time goes short, gets it back. Left foot to control, sends in another good delivery with the same boot. Away by Joseph, and now this is where Rovers have got to try and get up the pitch. Good crunching challenge by Dunn there. Here's Alfie Jones back to Popham. Popham again. Swansea just waiting for Rovers to engage. In the end, the visitors have just forced them to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Tyjon puts the pressure on, but Swansea found an out. And here comes Rhodes. Lots of space to run into. Wicked delivery, and again, I think Kelly Quinn this time puts it out for another corner kick, but both of Rovers' central defenders being utilised, being probably asked more questions early on than we expected, Finlay.
Yeah, definitely. I would have expected us to be on top, really, but I think the centre-backs are definitely standing up to it and showing the capabilities they have defensively.
I suppose the later you get into this competition, the tougher these challenges are going to be. I don't think Rovers expected it to have, expected this game to go all their own way. There are going to be moments where you have to dig in and have to deal with Swansea pressure.
Yeah, definitely. I think this team's got the fighting spirit to deal with them sort of stuff, though. Especially, you can look at the results we've given big teams games, even beat big teams. So I think
decent delivery. We're going to have to break off for a moment. It's going to fall the way of a Swansea man. It's a really good header. Real good block. I'm not sure he knew too much about it, Valentin Joseph, but it's a crucial block in the end because it was a decent strike. I think it came in from Alfie Jones, the central midfielder, waiting on the edge of the box. Again, defending from the front. And Val Joseph showing that right place, right time. Goal kick to be spotted up by Harry Holt. You're saying there, Finlay, Rovers have the spirit to deal with those sorts of threats, and really was on show there, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Putting the body on the line.
Done. Nice sweeping ball across to Tyjon. He's just isolated Clark a little bit. Swansea having the bodies back. Tyjon looks to send it towards this right side. Here's McCoy. Nice cushion ball into the box, and in the end it was Levi Ball getting into the box to try and put it across, and it was a Swansea man that got in his way. Corner though for Rovers, so in the blink of an eye Rovers have gone from defending a set piece to now having the chance to deliver one that Isaac Dunn will hope is right on the money. That left foot set to connect with the ball, and the likes of Kelly Quinn and DeCandia have ventured forward. Will be done to take. And it comes. It's a floated one towards a dangerous area, headed away by a Swansea man, and Alfie Jones is going to give chase and get there first. Battling there, Rovers on their left-hand side. They're going to win the throw-in. Certainly not had it all their own way so far, Paul Butler's men. As we said, a place in the quarter-finals up for grabs with victory in this one. Joseph's going to give chase, and that puts Popham under pressure. Clark whacks it away. Rhodes helps it on. Now Pates turns back to Kelly Quinn, and now to Candia. Good minute or so for Rovers now. Spell of possession. Kelly Quinn sweeps it across to McCoy on this near side. Takes a touch and flicks it forward towards Levi Ball. In fact, it's Theo Pitt. McCoy again is going to get a chance to swing this in. It's a good delivery. Joseph connects with it, but not as he would have liked on the volley. But nice play down this right side, Finlay, especially from Archie McCoy. First time we've really seen him swing across in like that, and having played behind him in the last game, he must be a dream to play with because he was excellent against Coventry.
Yeah, he really is a dream. He works hard, works back, helps the full-back out as well. Great going forward, great first touch. So yeah, he's a dream to play with right in front of you.
There you go, a glowing reference there for Archie McCoy. Igor Tyjon's not bad either. Nice touch from him there to Candia. Made that big block early on in this game. Here's McCoy. Darts in field, he stretches to win that back, and the ball is going to break nicely for Rovers. All the way back to Holt. Tyjon's made a run. Pates is looking for him. It's a touch that's brought it down. It's bounced off Igor Tyjon. He looks to scoop it through the legs of Clark, who wins out this time. Rhodes, just a ball forward, a bit of a hopeful one, but Kali Sharan is going to give chase. Holt gets there first. Kelly Quinn, smooth play from him. Rovers winning those battles just there. I think against Coventry, that was where the game was won, that midfield area. And you just feel that it's a Verbal and Dunn are just beginning to put their stamp on things. Here comes Swansea again with the busy Callum Jones, and the M-Pit does well, as does Dunn. Throw into Swansea. But quite an even first 18 minutes, you'd say, Finlay, wouldn't you?
Yeah, very even. I'm hoping we're going to grow into the game a bit more and start getting a bit more possession, a bit more shots, hopefully.
There's Jones, who's probably looked the star man for Swansea so far. Good feet from the Welshman. Rovers have the ball, though, and there might be a bit of space to break forward. No cut out, though, by Swansea and Perry, the skipper. And all the way back to Tom Wright, all in pink tonight. Left-footed goes long. Flicked on, though, by Carter Hayward. Right. Jones gives up on that one. Pates didn't keep that in, despite his best attempts. Reminder that if it is still level after 90 minutes, extra time and potentially penalties will come soon after. Let's hope it doesn't get to that stage, because it's a long way back to Lancashire, isn't it?
Yeah, very long, 5 hours.
That was the trip down, because it's something a little bit different that Paul mentioned to us on Rovers TV, that the overnight stay and just having that feel of what it's like to be a first team player a bit.
Yeah, definitely. The overnight stay is always special as like a scholar. I think everyone enjoys it, gives you a first team environment, and just getting used to like the stuff that the pros do every weekend when they have to go to away games. It's special.
Good insight for what is hopefully to come for all of these Rovers youngsters. Nice ball towards Tyjon. There's Pates on the left-hand side, bit of space to take a touch and send in a delivery that's booted clear in the end by Phillips. Out of play, no nonsense there from the Swansea defender. And how was it? In bed by 10, lights out, was it?
I think he gave us a bit of leeway, but I think most of us were bed by 10.
Excellent.
Very important game.
Of course. Who do you room with? Is there anyone in the squad that you get on well with and you say, do you know what, I don't mind picking you?
We're not allowed. We weren't picking our roommates.
We'll just break off for a moment, because Rovers are going to have a chance with McCoy, who takes a touch on the right side, sends a drive towards goal, and cleared by Swansea. But Rovers just beginning to get on top here in South Wales. More of the ball. It will be a Swansea throw-in, but that was nice play from these Rovers youngsters. Good opportunity. They're just starting to come Rovers' way with a little bit more frequency, aren't they, Finlay, there?
Yeah, definitely. Starting to find the patterns of play that we've been working on and getting a bit more joy in midfield.
And Archie just trying to catch out right in the home goal there. So, interesting ball across to Callum Jones. They've looked towards this left flank a lot of the time, Swansea. Here comes Hayward on the adventurous run forward from left back. Nice defending again by Theo Pitt. Swansea won a foul. The referee says advantage to be played. Perry swings it in, headed away by Kelly Quinn, only as far as Evans. Left-footed infield towards Rhodes. Rhodes just kept at bay for now. Goes on the outside of Pates. Rhodes still with the ball. Back to Evans. Jones caught, and there's Tyjon. Looked like he was caught, and that might be a yellow card. It will be the first booking of the game. Goes to Kai Rhodes. Oh no, it's not. It's Evans who has his name taken. It was a pretty cynical attempt to take down Igor Tyjon there. Midpoint pass though, Finlay. And what do you think Paul Butler will make of it so far?
I think he'll be happy with the way we're growing into the game. Obviously the start hasn't been the best, but I think you get that in most Youth Cup games with people having nerves and growing into the game. So I think hopefully in this second half of the first half we'll get a goal and we'll go in happy.
That's the plan. Haven't really got Joseph into the game as much as he would have liked. Hoisted ball forward. Pitt is going to have to play this. He's going to leave it to De Candia. Dunn just dropping deep to get on the ball and sends an adventurous pass across that's cut out by Rhodes. Rovers have bodies back. Rhodes goes from right to left. Popham assessing the options. Decides Hayward's the best of those. Here's Clark. Gets it back from Evans. Strong run by Clark. Cuts back in and then back on the outside. Nice play from the right back. Parried away by Holt, and there's a Isaac Dunn there to clear the danger. Joseph flicks it towards Tyjon. Joseph looks to get it back. Beaten to the ball though by Billy Clark, the hero in the last round against Leeds. 120th minute winning goal in York. Here come Rovers with Levi Ball. Spreads it out to McCoy, who's up against Popham. Sends it across, and it had to be there, I think, because I think Pates was just trying to sneak in towards the back stick. And Dunn, that's a bit of a loose pass. He might have been caught there. The referee agrees. It was Jones that was a little bit late on Isaac Dunn, but it needed that Swansea defender there because there was a Rovers player waiting to pounce. Unfortunately, couldn't do anything with that attack forward. Paul Butler's boys. So, set piece on the way. Isaac Dunn and Archie McCoy just in dialogue there. Central. Midpoint of the Swansea half. Dunn goes short. It's a flick ball in by Vare. He's going to drop the way of McCoy. Tries to loop it over the top of the Swansea man. McCoy almost has a second bite of the cherry. Now the Swans have the ball back with Rhodes, and Kelly Sharan has made a good run forward. Rhodes has still got the ball. No, it's going to go out for a Swansea throw-in. I think Swansea have shown glimpses, haven't they, Finlay, in this game, that they're not to be messed with.
Yeah, definitely. They're looking very, very threatening out wide. I think two very pacey wingers, very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, particularly this man on the left, Callum Jones, the left winger. Well, initially given Pitt quite a bit of a tough time, but I think Theo has grown into the game, hasn't he, and dealt with him pretty well so far. Jones wants it. He was they were looking for him there, but it was a loose pass. Just goes, almost picks out the manager actually, in John Beale, who's in charge of his hometown club, back for a second spell, having spent 6 years as academy boss at Hull City before returning to Swansea in 2022, appointed just a couple of months ago to lead the under-18s. Hit forward by Pitt, but that's going to be Swansea throwing deep in their half. That's for Swansea tonight. Just the one change for them from the side that beat Leeds, with Evans coming in for Ko Ifans. Cody Quinn's got time to take this one down, under pressure now though by that man Evans. That's an adventurous pass from Holt, who just apologises to Tyjon there. I have to say neither goalkeeper's really been tested so far, Finlay.
No, not really. I think one save for both, if I'm correct. Maybe only one for the Swansea keeper, I'm not too sure.
That's right, yeah. Apart from that, it's been a lot of battling and both sides having spells without really giving their big forwards any opportunity of note.
Yeah, I think the key to this game is going to be the midfield battle, winning our duels in midfield, and hopefully we'll score off that.
Pitt to take this throw in. Let's hear about your journey at this club then. How have you found it and how's it gone in your time here at Rovers?
Well, I was here from 15s to 16s, and then scholar decisions came and I didn't get one, so I went to Accrington Stanley for a year, did really well there, and now obviously I've returned back to Blackburn for this season.
That shows good mentality. I mean, it must have been a disappointment when you were initially let go, but obviously having a good year and I'm back in amongst it again.
Yeah, it's always good to be back. I really loved my time here when I was 15, 16 years of age, so I'm glad I'm back and always fighting for my place, so that's good.
Here comes Swansea with Hayward to Jones. Again, looks to scamper on the outside of Pitt, who sticks to him initially, but Jones gets away from him and then bursts into the box. Still Callum Jones, and again it's a good block. He's going to block the way of a Swansea man, and it's flicked in, but the offside flag goes up, and I thought he was offside. Is it? In fact, it's Rhodes who just flicked that towards goal and into the back of the net, but Finlay Wilkinson always knew that the offside flag was up. He never looked flustered or troubled to the left of me here.
Yeah, knew he was offside there.
You're a bad liar, Finlay. But Rovers just about survived there. It looked pretty obvious there for the match official on the far side. But a bit of a warning, you have to say, for Rovers with half an hour played. Popham to take this free kick. Final 15 of this first half ongoing. Here's Hayward. A lot of the players come down this near side, and Jones is going to test out Pitt again. Goes on the outside. Again, it's DeCandia, heads it clear. It's going to loop the way of Rhodes. Vare does well to get the ball back. And was Tyjon clipped? Yes, he was, by the booked Rhodes, who will have to be a little bit careful. The right winger for Swansea City. You just want to see the likes of Vare and Ball and Dunn just begin to dominate, don't you, Finlay? That's, like you mentioned it earlier, that's where the game can be won or lost, and all three were superb against Coventry.
Yeah, I think they were the reason we won against Coventry. I think every tackle they won got us playing, and I think we had most of the ball against Coventry, and that's the reason we created so many chances.
Yeah, well, hopefully there's going to be another chance on the way, because Val Joseph has won Rovers a corner. Can we make the most of one of these set pieces? Good height in the side that Rovers have selected tonight. It's going to be McCoy to deliver from the far side. So an in-swinger on the way. Swansea have left a man upfield. There's a man on the edge, keeping tabs on Isaac Dunn. Just looking at Pates. Can he make a burst? In fact, no, it's a loopy one towards that back stick. Can't be kept in by Michael DeCandia. A little bit of a waste there in the end from Archie McCoy, who we've seen in this Youth Cup journey that he's much better than that with his deliveries. Unfortunately, though, couldn't quite find the stretch in DeCandia. Let's hear about the squad then. Who are the main characters who get the lads going?
I think there's a couple big characters in the dressing room. Val's definitely one of them. Mike, them two are very loud, like to get the boys going. And I think they show it on the pitch as well, leading by example. Obviously the captain, Levi, he's a big talker. And I think everyone really does their part, but they're probably the big three.
A free kick to Swansea on the edge of the Rovers box. And where are you amongst the characters? If you were going to put you on a league table, where would you be? Towards the top?
I'm not sure I'm towards the top. I'm probably middle
Mid-table.
Yeah.
That's okay then. I won't ask you about who's bottom of the table.
Yeah, probably best.
We don't want to give those secrets away, do we, live on air?
Yeah, probably not.
Reminder, those joining us on YouTube, evening, and make sure you subscribe and do what you can to support us digitally. Meanwhile, a Swansea free kick on the way. Perry's taken the majority of these. Will he be on cue for this one? The answer is yes. It's a good delivery into an area, and DeCandia again hits there first. It's going to break the way of a Swansea man, is it? No, it's a really good pinch back from Tyjon. He just bursts forward, then gets bundled over, and that might be borderline yellow. No, I think he's going to get away with it. But that was vital from Igor Tyjon, didn't? Because it looked to me as if there was a couple of Swansea players just waiting to pull the trigger there, Finlay.
Yeah, I think he's very good at that. Getting the ball in tight spaces, driving past players, very shifty, good balance. And there's a reason why he's one of our best players.
Yeah, but defensively, I think we've seen the forward players play their part. Tyjon just there, and a big block from Val Joseph early on in this game to prevent Harry Holt from being tested so far. 10 minutes of this half remain, still as it started here at the Swansea.com stadium. Rovers haven't had it all their own way, but they've certainly been in the game. Just be hoping they can get the ball into those attacking third a little bit more than they have done. Launch forward towards Joseph. He's going to then give chase, and it's a tough one for the goalkeeper to deal with. Right, does so with his right, and then sends it forward with his left. Flicked on by Evans. Looked like Joseph was offside, and the match official on this near side agrees. The assistant referee. Boomed forward, looking for Hayward. Heads it down into the feet of Isaac Dunn, who likes to clip that across to Tyjon. That's a good touch as well, and he goes to ground. The referee says 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Swansea emerge with the ball, and again they're looking towards the winger, who's had a good night in Callum Jones, and he's got clear of Pitt again, sends in a left-footed delivery, hacked away once again by DeCandia, who has been the man for the clearances tonight for Rovers so far in this one. But again, they're looking towards Jones to try and spark an opportunity. if you're Theo Pitt, you've probably seen him enough now to almost realise that he likes to go on the outside there, Finlay.
Yeah, I think as a fullback myself, you need to realise that, but I think he'll grow into the
Break
game.
off
He's
here
only young.
because Val Joseph has gone for goal, and that's a good stop in the end by Wright. Good hands there. First time really we've seen Joseph get an opportunity to strike towards goal, and good handling there by young Tom Wright in the Swansea goal. Here they come at the other end though with Kai Rhodes. Decent delivery. First time clearance by Theo Pitt. Here's ball to McCoy. Space on the left for Tyjon, who's probably not got the ball where you want him to have it. You want him in that attacking third, but he's having to drop back. Pates now is on the overlap. He's going to test out the pace of Billy Clark. Pates hacks it in there, and it's Clark that gets back to defend, and Rovers have another set piece on the way. But certainly Swansea looking towards Callum Jones on this left side. Every single time it feels like he's gone on the outside of Pitt. McCoy now to deliver. Goes short. Swansea have just gone to sleep for a moment. Dunn to send in a decent delivery. Just misses Joseph. It's going to break the way of Frank Fair. Good block in the end by Swansea man. And now Swansea come forward. There might be a break on here with that man Callum Jones, who we've spoken about so far in this one. There might be a booking on the way for Takandi, who just takes down a man off the ball. Wright is just pushed all the way back. Good defending in the end from Rovers to get the bodies back. Hayward now infield to Perry. And now to Kai Rhodes on the right-hand side for Swansea. Looks to be a foul. There will be a free kick. 20 yards from goal, right of centre. And a chance for Swansea to swing in a delivery. And I think you've probably got to keep tabs on the second phase, because there's been a couple of times where Swansea have had the ball and it's broke. You know, we've won the first header and it's broke to a white shirt on the edge of the box, and that might be something to keep an eye on, Finlay.
Yeah, definitely. I think we need to win the first ball. That's the more important ball. But then obviously the seconds, we need to make sure we're out blocking them, and that'll create a counter-attack for us, hopefully.
Yes, I think it's going to be Perry to take. And the left-footed option of Hayward. Oh, in fact, it's not Hayward. I think it's going to be Rhodes out there as well. But Perry's taken a lot of these. Everyone back for Rovers in the box. And it comes from Perry. It's a decent delivery, decent header as well from, I think it was Harvey Pates. Here comes Alfie Jones. And now Callum Jones. Good first touch to get it out of his feet, and good defending from Pitt. Swansea still with the ball with Popham. Back to Hayward, all the way back to Billy Clark. Swans still with the ball. Rhodes on the right-hand side. Nice ball. Swansea knocking it around quite nicely there. Levi Ball puts that into the space behind, but nobody there from a Rovers point of view. 40 minutes played. It feels more Southampton in round 3 than Coventry in round 4. Been moments where Rovers have had to really show a different side to maybe what we saw at the CBS Arena, but they're still holding firm. The clean sheet remains intact, and Holt in goal, largely with a watching brief this evening. It's a good spell for Swansea, who are just ending the half strongly at the moment. Rovers just all behind the ball and saying, go on then, what you got? Are you going to break us down? Ball looking forward towards Josiah Kalisharan. Goes behind for a goal kick. He's looked a little bit isolated, the Swansea City number 9. It really is tonight the battle of the systems, because Swansea matching up with Rovers. That just goes out of play into those empty seats. Bang on halfway. Kelly Sharan loses out. Through the legs there from Tyjon, round the corner from Dunn, and now there's space for Joseph to get the ball, and got 2 Swansea players around him. He's been forced out towards the left side. Now backed into the corner. He's sort of caught in a Swansea sandwich. I think Val Joseph has done really, really well there, actually, because it looked like he was in a bit of a cul-de-sac and there was no way out. He was surrounded by a couple of Swansea men, and it felt to me as if all he could do was win Rovers a free kick, and he's done just that. That was really good forward play there, Finlay, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely excellent from Val there. I think he's done really well to hold off 2 players and then put it through someone's legs.
Another opportunity. Can Rovers get this delivery right? Right in the corner, but feels as if it'd be better than a corner, this one. Pates on the edge. Can he be picked out? I would say Beckham to Scholes against Bradford City, but that's going to go over your head, isn't it?
Yeah. Past my time, wasn't it?
So, and it comes. McCoy again, hoists in there, and goalkeeper just flapping a little bit there, right. Didn't quite look convincing to me. Rovers battling to win it back, though, and it looks as if Levi Bull was just taken down, and he was. So another free kick on the way on this near side. The goalkeeper didn't look comfortable there, did he, Finlay?
No, I think that's going to be something that the free kick takers can take a look at now. Put it on the keeper.
He doesn't look the tallest, Tom Wright. And yet, he will say, I've still got my clean sheet. He'll want to end this game with that as well. So, the same 2 who were over that free kick about 30 seconds ago are going to get a second opportunity. And that's Finlay Wilkinson, the Rovers under-18s right back, who's with us on commentary tonight, has said, put it on the keeper, because it wasn't too convincing a moment ago. It's going to be done. It's a flatter delivery this time, and it's not great goalkeeping. And Val Joseph, who got 4 in the last round, has made Thomas Wright pay. It was a really good delivery by Isaac Dunn. And as soon as it squirmed away from Tom Wright, you're wondering who's there to pick up the pieces and who else. Val Joseph, 4 in the last round. He's off the mark in this one. And right on half-time, the score is now Swansea City 0, Rovers 1. And Finlay, that's where you want your striker to be, isn't it? Johnny on the spot to tap home there.
Yeah, definitely. That's striker's instinct right there. As I said, I thought we need to put it on the keeper, and it's just shown there.
Yeah, wise words. Student of the game, Finlay Wilkinson. Look what happens when you do just that. Rovers have the advantage, a slender one, and just the 1 minute of additional time to come. And Paul will be delighted with that, won't he?
Yeah, he'll definitely be delighted with that. I think the boys haven't played as good as they can, but they're delighted to go in 1-0 up.
Yeah, looks like there's a foul on McCoy on halfway. With about 15 seconds of this half remaining, referee's just pointing to the clock. But a tight first half, and it looks as if Rovers are going to go in with the advantage. So into added time of added time. Candia launches that one into the box, and Joseph might fancy that one. He heads it back across goal. Wright's handling this time was just fine. And that should be that if he just puts it forward. He's going to bowl it out. Is there going to be one more opportunity? The answer's going to be no. And Rovers, who have maybe had it tough at times, but they go in at half-time with the advantage through that late effort from Val Joseph. It wasn't the prettiest, it wasn't perfection, but I don't think Rovers will care. They've been maybe second best at times. There have been spells where they've got on top, but Joseph with a real poacher's effort to prod Rovers in front after Wright spilled. Isaac Dunn's teasing delivery. Not many opportunities here, but Rovers have taken the one that mattered. Going in at half-time, 1-0 up here at Swansea City. Half-time score, Swansea City 0, Rovers 1. And Finley, that first half just about deserved, you feel, for Rovers?
Yeah, I think we definitely had the better of chances with Archie McCoy's and Val's, and I think Harry hasn't really had to make any saves, but we've definitely not had as much of the ball as we'd like, and I wonder what Paul will be saying about that first half.
Yeah, I think overall Paul Butler will be pretty pleased. Half-time here, Rovers with the slender advantage. Second half to come in a few moments' time with me and Finley Wilkinson. Join us then. Well, welcome back to all our YouTube watchers and hopefully subscribers as well, I might add. Welcome back to the Swansea.com stadium. Rovers about to get this second half underway here in South Wales. Certainly wasn't a vintage display from Paul Butler's side, but it doesn't really matter. It's a knockout game and Rovers hold the cards so far. 1-0 up thanks to Valentin Joseph's late opener in that first half, and straight away Rovers on the attack with Tyjon, who's getting the ball on the edge of the box, then weaves inside the box, comes back out, finds Dunn. Pates, Rovers kicking from right to left as you see it. And Levi Ball straight away. Rovers looking threatening and looking like they wanted to try and kill off Swansea early into this second period. We're through the Rovers side. Doesn't look like there's any changes from either team, but we'll have to wait because the ball's been put into the box, and there's an effort from Tyjon. He just got underneath that one and it sends it into the stand behind Tom Wright's goal. Sorry, Rovers stay as they were. Holting goal, back four of Pitts, DeCandia, Kelly Quinn and Pates. Midfield three, Dunn, Ball and Vare. Archie McCoy on the right, Igor Tyjon on the left, and the goal scorer Val Joseph leading the line. Swansea coming forward for the first time in this second period, and it's with their danger man, Callum Jones, on the left-hand side. He's got two for company this time. It's a decent ball in, and there's DeCandia, who maybe gets a little bit fortunate. I'm sure his heart will have been in his mouth there, because it came skimming off the surface. He swiped at it, and it went just past Harry Holt's right-hand post. So both sides looking threatening inside the opening 2 minutes of this second period. I am joined by a special guest tonight, as those who were with us in the first half will know, and we will just introduce him again after this corner is taken by Harlan Perry. Good delivery this time. Holt has to do really well, and then he's bundled into the net. The referee says there's a foul on the young Rovers goalkeeper. No real complaints from anyone in white. But again, Swansea find the net twice, both times ruled out. And with that slight stoppage in play, I can bring in Finlay Wilkinson, Rovers under-18s right back, who impressed against Coventry City in the last round. Injury keeps him out, unfortunately, tonight. But Finlay, first half, your view on it?
I think the boys can perform a lot better than they did, but we're glad to go in 1-0, and I think overall we are winning the midfield battle, and we're starting well here.
Paul Butler in dialogue with the fourth official down there. Were you in the dressing room when Paul was giving his message across?
Yeah, I was. He just told the boys to keep playing how they are, win a bit more duels in the midfield and out wide, and keep enjoying themselves really, and just they know what they're doing. A few tactical tweaks, and that's about it really.
I just think Rovers played like they were enjoying themselves, because I think in that first half there were some tricky moments as well that they had to deal with.
Yeah, definitely. We had defended a lot more than we'd usually like to, but I think hopefully in this next half we'll attack a lot more, get a bit more of the ball, and enjoy ourselves a bit more.
Yeah, reminder, Rovers 45 minutes away, just a bit less actually, from a place in the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup. Let's hope we're there, but you do expect Swansea will have to come out at some point if the score remains as it is. A reminder, the Swans haven't ever gotten further than this round in their entire history. Rovers winners once in this tournament, which came when, Finlay? Do you know?
I wouldn't be able to tell you, I'll be honest.
No, even I wasn't around when we won the Youth Cup. 1959, beat West Ham 2-1. That's a teasing ball forward, and Pitt has to deal with that one. Hooks that one away from danger. And speaking of danger, Callum Jones, the Swansea left winger, has been the man who's impressed, hasn't he, for the hosts?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's been electric on that left wing. got at the field pick quite a lot, and it looks like field pick's just won the ball off him there. So eating my words, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you would have been up against him tonight, wouldn't you, if you'd not had that hamstring issue, unfortunately for you.
Yeah, I think if I was up against him, I think I would have tackled him every time.
Yeah, here he is. It's a decent cross shot in the end. It almost catches out Harry Holt, who almost looked surprised the way he beat that one behind for a corner kick, but he's the man. I think if you can keep Callum Jones quiet on that left flank, Rovers might be in with a shout of progress, but he continues to cause problems. The Swansea number 11, who looks to have a bright future. Surprise, surprise, it's going to be Perry to put in this set piece. And Swansea have got a decent history at bringing youngsters through. Joe Rodon, Dan James, and current first team star Liam Cullen all came through the Swans Academy. Cullen, of course, he seems to score against Rovers every time he plays, and it comes from Perry. Deep delivery, no one gets there apart from DeCandia, and then there's Joseph when the ball gets played back in, and McCoy goes sprinting forward, as does Vare, hunting in packs, and Wright's going to have to hurry to clear this one. Good, real good pressure there from the two young Rovers, because without it, it's a comfortable clearance for Wright there, isn't it, Finlay?
Yeah, I think that was excellent from Frank. He sprang all the way from the box to press the keeper, and he's forced an error. Really good from Frank there.
Just allows Rovers to get up the pitch without really touching the ball. And then Pitt says, you can have it back and you can start again. That throw in just evading everyone. Finley's pointing. You've spotted something, haven't you?
Yeah, I just seen that Phil Pitt was 2v1, so I'm glad that Dunny went over there and helped him out.
Foul by Pates, so a free kick to Swansea, which will be taken by Clark. Get a better vantage point up here, don't you? And I think you probably see the game a little bit differently to if you were sitting on the bench or obviously playing the game.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot different being up here compared to in the game. Your vision's a lot better up here, that's for sure.
Well, those Rovers subscribers who have to listen to me will say he doesn't know what he's seeing and what he's talking about. Anyway, here comes Jones, the danger man, darts infield, and again DeCandia, who's been a real man-mountain defensively for Rovers. He gets a good block on that one. Joseph wins Rovers a free kick, and after a bright start to this second half, it's just beginning to get a little bit scrappy on occasions, which Rovers won't mind. They do hold the advantage, as slender as it is.
Yeah, I think as it gets a bit more scrappy, I think Swansea will come out of their block a bit, and hopefully that'll help us get in behind them a lot more and create more chances.
But they're going to have to, aren't they, Swansea? Because if they don't create an opportunity, without sounding like Captain Obvious, they are going to be bowing out of this competition. And the Swans will look at it and feel that they're certainly in this contest. Tyjon skips away from one, then darts in field. Vare tries to send Pates clear, and good defending in the end from Kai Rhodes to track him all the way. Good wing play there defensively from Rhodes, because I think if he switches off, Pates is in the box and maybe an opportunity comes Rovers' way. But better from Tyjon there. I think for his standards has been a little bit quiet in this game. McCoy's going to have to chase down Alfie Jones. Spread out towards that man again, who's going to dart infield Jones, and he's going to try and go on the outside of Pitt, who's just about held him up. Good play again by Callum Jones. Rovers get a boot in, but every time they're looking to spread it out towards that Swansea left-hand side, and I think Pitt will know when he wakes up tomorrow morning that he's been in a game tonight, because those legs will be a little bit sore, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to realise that the winger he's played against is probably their best player. So he's rising to this challenge at such a young age, and he's doing really well.
He is a Welsh under-17 international. Theo Pitt, bright future. And it comes, good delivery again. Val Joseph gets there first, away. Here comes Evans, who looks to get a shot towards goal that is blocked by, I think it was Frank Vare back there. But Swansea just beginning to up the tempo a little bit. Perry to take again. It's a decent delivery, and again Joseph, the man it finds. Joseph gets a barge in the back, a little bit theatrical, but he'll take that all day long. Val Joseph, and showing how useful he is in both boxes there, helping out the defence. And if you're Theo Pitt and you've got, and you'll know this as well, as a right back, you see a winger running at you all the time, do you sit there and say, well, you don't sit there, you stand and go, Archie, get yourself back in here, help me out a little bit?
I think depends really. I think with the system we play, I think we like our wingers quite high, narrow, but obviously if you're having a bit of a struggle against him, then it's always best to be a bit more safer.
Yeah, that's a bit of a lunge by Kelly Quinn, and the assistant on this near side is flagging. Feels that was dangerous play, and the referee just digs the card out. So it's the linesman that's given that decision. It was a touch from Kelly Quinn that just meant he had to scamper and catch up with the ball, and although he got there, I think it was a little bit too aggressive from the Rovers defender. Agree, Finlay?
No, not really.
No, of course you're going to defend your mate, aren't you?
Yeah, no. So I'm one to make some of them tackles, to be fair. So I always like them to play on.
So Kelly Quinn, the second man in Jonathan Bolland's notebook, following on from Bobo Evans in the first period. Free kick to Swansea City. And it comes, deeper delivery this time. It's not reached Joseph. In the end, it's Pitt who hacks that one clear of danger. But I think if you're Swansea, you say, if you keep the ball away from Joseph and not allow him to get that head on it, you might be in with a shout.
Yeah,
So
I think it's a lot harder to do than saying it, though, to be fair.
Right, but so far Rovers defending Harry Holt's goal well. And that is the name of the game. Keep a clean sheet in this second half. Rovers get out of here with the victory and a spot in the quarters. It's a foul. Just become a little bit more of a scrap, actually. It's not too dissimilar to the first period, actually. Didn't quite flow as Rovers will have liked. And the second half has continued in a similar vein. Here's Rhodes. Now, ball forward. That's going to go all the way through to Harry Holt in all purple tonight for the visitors. Pulled out by Wright, who will feel that maybe he could have done a little bit better with that done free kick that led to Joseph's opener. Touchdown by DeCandia, a little bit unorthodox. He's going to give chase to Evans, and looks like it came off the Swansea winger. The official on that far side agrees.
Really good defending from Mike there.
I think he's had a good night, Michael DeCandia.
Yeah, definitely. He's got a lot of blocks in around the area, very crucial blocks, and there again, big tackle.
DeCandia just holding off his man, and the ball's going to go all the way through to Holt. The last 16, well, the other round 5 ties. Chelsea, Manchester City, which looks a mouth-watering contest. Sunderland versus Brighton, Stevenage versus Crystal Palace, Oxford versus Manchester United, Burnley versus Charlton, Swansea Rovers obviously, Aston Villa versus Wrexham, and Everton versus Ipswich.
Yeah, I know Chelsea and City have played already. 4-1 win to Man City it was.
Good work. That's what you're here for. Finlay,
Yeah.
the insight.
Yeah, I watched it on Monday.
Manchester City have always had an excellent academy. I remember seeing Rovers take on a City side, and I think their front four was Cole Palmer, James McAtee, Morgan Rogers and Liam Delap, which, I mean, I'm not sure what any of those boys are doing now.
Yeah, me neither.
That'll roll out for a throw-in on that far side. But there are a couple of brutal trips in there. Sunderland against Brighton. Everton versus Ipswich as well. But it's tonight that matters. Rovers in the driving seat with an hour on the clock. Half an hour to navigate. And just feel that Swansea will create one opportunity at the very least at some point. They will have to take more risks, of course. Offside flag goes up against Kalisharan, who so far has had very little service. The bench tonight for Rovers: Karol Krajewski, the backup goalkeeper. And there's Alfie McElroy, Tyler Mansbridge, Freddie Leatherbarrow, Harry Lister, Jaden Sargent and Charlie Clamford. Hoisted forward by DeCandy, and it just turns the centre half round, and Joseph just leans on Brogan Popham, a Welsh youth international, and he goes down, wins the free kick. But you just see there, a ball as simple as that into the space, and it just gets those Swansea defenders turning where they don't want to be going, especially when you can hear the stampede behind you with Joseph trying to hunt them down.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of Val's strengths, getting his body across people and causing trouble for them. So I think it's going to be a key point for Blackburn tonight.
Swept pass from right. Tyjon's going to get there first, and Pates goes all the way back to Holt. Not the easiest ball to deal with. Holt does well and launches that into the night sky. DeCandia wins it again, and there's Ball, who's prodded it through to Joseph, and here he is, just trots forward, and he's going to hold off Clark, is he? Oh, he goes into the box, and the referee's given a penalty.
That is great play from Val.
It is great play from Valentin Joseph. He waited. He knew Clark was going to have a little bit of a nibble. There didn't look to be the most contact in the world, but it's good forward play by Valentin Joseph, who just trotted into the box. He felt he was going to hold off Clark. He did so, and then just stopped his run, and that meant Clark went into the back of him. I think there's a Swansea supporter who disagrees with the decision, but Rovers are going to have an opportunity to double their advantage. Reminder, scored 2 penalties in the last round, and it's going to be Levi Ball, the skipper, who'll step up against Tom Wright. And this could be a huge moment in this contest. The time of this game as well. Under half an hour to play. And Levi Ball has the chance to put Rovers 2-0 up here at the Swansea.com stadium. So, left-footed, Levi Ball. It's saved by Wright. Follow-up from Joseph goes wide. And that opportunity to go 2-0 up is passed up. You have to say excellent stop from Wright. You can see the way Swansea were celebrating there. They know that's a huge moment and a real lifeline for them. And unfortunately for Levi, he doesn't find the corner. Finlay, he's just hoping that's not going to be a turning point. We will break off because Joseph is going to control it on his chest and just get into the box and then be forced out the box again. I think Clark has won the ball. Joseph's on the floor. Nothing's really going on, and Swansea have the free kick. But Finlay, big opportunity missed there.
Yeah, I think it's a great save from the keeper, and obviously it's a big turning moment for Swansea, but hopefully the boys just keep the confidence up and keep playing how they are, because they started the second half really well.
There's not been too many opportunities for either side. And ball went to right's left. But right guessed right. And 1-0 remains. You'd have to say at 2-0, that would have been almost one step into the quarters. As it is, Swansea still in this contest. Nice swivel away there from Rovers man Ver. I thought it was a goal. I thought it was a corner, actually. I thought it was a corner. I think Finlay agrees, and yet it's a goal
definitely.
kick. Important, though, that miss doesn't affect Levi Ball or this Rovers side, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think Levi's got the mentality. He won't let it affect him. There's a reason he's skipper, and hopefully the rest of the team follow by that.
Yeah, Kelly Quinn almost. He's on that booking as well. Any sort of contact, and might be a dangerous moment. Tyjon, nice footwork. Didn't quite keep that in, according to the assistant. How are your nerves, Finlay? I've not seen you bite your nails or look to bite your nails just yet, but I'm guessing as this game goes on and it's still 1-0, you are going to be a little bit worried, I'm sure.
Yeah, not too nervous right now, but as it gets further without another goal, I think I'll definitely be biting my nails a bit more.
It's a ball forward. Holt is going to take that into his own box. He does well. Bowls it out to Kelly Quinn. 25 minutes remaining. And Pace just doesn't get that one under his spell. So throw into Swansea right on halfway. John Beale just looking down the line to see what options he's got warming up. I think he'll be fairly content with actually how this second half has gone without having that cutting edge. He does have 2 or 3 attacking options on the bench. Alex Godfrey, capable of playing on the wing. Milo Robinson, also a winger, and Harvey Gray, a striker. Clark. That's the game restarted. Nice turn. Good challenge by Isaac Dunn. Ball. Throws it through to Val Joseph, who's remained onside, and he is just bursting into the box. He's got Swansea man with him. It's a ball across, and in the end it's the covering Ben Phillips who puts that one behind for a corner kick. But you see in these last few minutes Joseph just getting a little bit more space, exactly where he wants it.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a lot more of the ball this half, and he's showing why we should get the ball to him more, being very dangerous.
So he eats up the ground, doesn't he, Val Joseph? He never looks like he's in full sprinting mode, but gallops forward and gets Rovers up the pitch.
Yeah, very long strides.
McCoy then, with an in-swinging delivery. It's right on the goalkeeper, whose handling was good there. Tom Wright, and straight away he's looking to launch an attack. He doesn't really get the distance on it that he would have been after. Jones is going to collect, but then get taken off it by Pates, and that's a little prod forward by Ver that's gone out of play. Not quite had the joy that they had in the last round, that midfield three of Dunn, Ver and Bull.
Yeah, they had a lot of joy against Coventry, but they're growing into the game, as you can tell, really. We were starting to have a lot more of the ball, Oh, he's in.
Chance here though with Joseph. He's getting to the box. He's got a touch and he's found the back of the net.
What a finish.
Deadly from that sort of range. Val Joseph. The ball broke kindly and it gets into the box with Joseph and he just shrugs off the man. He composes himself and then in the end it's a simple finish. The hard work was done to get himself in that position, and not long after Rovers missed a penalty, they do double their lead with 20 minutes of this game remaining. It's 70 minutes on the clock now, and it's now Swansea 0, Rovers 2, Val Joseph with both. And when he gets into that sort of territory, Finlay, there's only one outcome, isn't there?
Yeah, like I said, it's a big strength of his, getting in behind and using his big body, big frame to push defenders off it. And he's just shown their clinical finish. And what can you say? 6 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, he's doing okay, isn't he? He's certainly not short of confidence right now. And that will be a real hammer blow to Swansea, who respond by putting on Milo Robinson in place of Bobo Evans. And they're going to have to respond now, Swansea. Simply put, they need the next goal.
Yeah, I think it's a big 10 minutes now coming up. Blackburn probably going to be under the cosh a bit. Need to weather the storm.
Yeah, but Swansea will have to take risks now more than ever. And that might allow the likes of Joseph, who will be smelling a hat-trick, won't he? He will have that on his mind. Is he that sort of striker where he just lives for the goals?
Yeah, definitely. He loves a good hat-trick. Take the match ball home. And he's got that mentality as a striker. Every time he gets the ball, he just wants to score.
He's building a bit of a collection with these match balls. I hope to add to his tally this evening. Kelly Quinn has a swipe at it, and then second time takes no risks. And again, Kelly Quinn just puts that forward. Back with interest from the Swansea defender, and Holt is in a bit of bother. It does well in the end. Take a touch before putting it clear. Pates is going to swing this one forward into the channel. Brought down really well actually there by Popham, and then he puts it out of play.
Bit of a scare moment there, but well dealt with by Harry.
Swansea send a couple more players, in fact 3 more players to warm up. Paul Butler down there looking fairly content with things.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely be a lot happier with the start to this half than he was last half, that's for sure.
It's an interesting duo, isn't it? Paul and Ryan Kidd is number 2.
I think they work off each other really well, and I think they both understand the way we want to play, and they're both very vocal.
Certainly Paul. He's a good character to have around.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Swansea have an issue here because Ben Phillips has gone down on the turf, and the way he's rolling about, I'm not sure whether it's cramp or whether he thinks that's my game done.
I guess that's what does to you when you're dealing with Val all game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's not had a glut of opportunities, and yet the 2 he has had, he's stuck them in the back of the net. Won the penalty as well in between that, Rovers did miss. They could be out of sight. This game could be done. As it is, the door for Swansea is still just about ajar, but only just. Little break in play now, and just see there, Paul Butler going down to speak with Ryan Kidd, both with a wealth of experience. Butler having previously worked with the first team at Leeds United under Thomas Christensen, whereas Ryan has been part of the furniture at Rovers for a good number of years now, after a spell with Berry, former professional defender at Preston North End, hundreds of games under his belt. So yeah, Swansea will be making Looks a double change actually. It's Rhodes is going off. And Alex Godfrey's coming on. Wahab Ojatoro. Yeah, I didn't do bad with that pronunciation there. So another couple of changes for Swansea. Ojatoro, a central defender, so it's a straight swap for them there, and Rhodes for Godfrey is a straight swap as well. Rovers 15 minutes away from a place in the quarter-finals. Don't think they've done the draw just yet, but let's just hope we're in it first and foremost, and then we can sit back and see who we get.
I think all the boys would like Burnley, if I'm being honest.
I wonder why that could be, Finlay. That would be a very tasty occasion, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think Burnley at Ewood is definitely the draw we want.
Well, we will see. 15 minutes, well, 14 minutes actually, to navigate. Kelly Quinn to Tyjon. Taken back. Swansea. Godfrey teasing ball in, and DeCandia again, who's been excellent tonight, just clears that first time, has a little celebratory hug with Holt.
Yeah, he's been a rock at the back tonight, as Mike.
Which feels now or never territory for Swansea, with the time ticking away. Make sure, says Paul Butler, we can hear him from the back of this stand that we're in, just behind him. Doesn't want any mistakes, he wants to ensure the clean sheet remains intact. Ojatoro is going to try and change things, and Holt's handling is decent enough, and the Swansea coaching staff below us just turn away because they felt that was an opportunity, and Ojatoro just gave Holt that opportunity to come out and claim, and he did so. A wasted chance there for Swansea, could have made more of it. Joseph battling to win the ball back. Caught in a bit of sandwich. Good forward play from Valentin Joseph there. He's a big man to try and manoeuvre, Val, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely very big. It's very hard to deal with in training as well, and I think it shows on the pitch.
Strongest in the squad, do you think? Would he win an arm wrestle competition amongst the squad?
I think he's definitely up there.
Maybe just about beat you in the final, Finlay, do you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Here's Swansea on the attack again with that man Callum Jones, who's been a little bit quiet, and then he's taken down by, I think it's Frank Vare, who gets his name taken. Is it Frank Vare or is it Levi? I think it's Levi Ball, isn't it?
I think that's a smart foul there, because he was looking dangerous there, so just take the booking. Very smart in these type of games.
Yeah, just taking one for the team a little bit there, because Rovers just opened up a little bit. But ball in the book. Second Rover, so his name taken after Kelly Quinn just before the hour mark, and an opportunity for Swansea. We've got Ojatoro over it with the left foot. He's got a right-footed option over there as well. 10 to go here in South Wales. It's going to be Ojatoro. Flat, low delivery, and his last two haven't been good enough. Hoisted back in. Joseph wins it. It's going to break the way of Jones as it bounces around, and now Dunn just puts that one clear. Back into Rovers territory by Clark. Looked to be a slight foul, and the referee spots it as well. There, in fact, it was Dunn on the substitute there, Godfrey. No nails bitten yet by Finlay Wilkinson.
Yeah, I think with us going 2-0 up, I'm quite confident now, but obviously can't get too confident, so I just got to hope we see it through now.
That's the message from the Rovers under-18s right back, who's unavailable tonight with that hamstring injury picked up in some weeks. Sargent, good control with his left foot, then comes inside and spreads it out towards McCoy with his red boots. He's got Pitt racing forward. McCoy looks like he's going to do it all his own. He's got Ojotoro at the back of him, and Ojotoro fouls him, and I think he's going to get his name taken as well. The left back for Swansea, who's only been on the pitch for 4 minutes, and yet he's been all action. A few crosses, and there a foul and a yellow card. And Rovers in with a chance now of really killing this tie off if they can score from this delivery.
Hopefully the same as the first half from Dunny here.
Yes, excellent point. Right, we'll be watching this one very carefully. 2 in the wall for the Swans. Paul Butler still not using any of his substitutes at this moment in time. Might be another Swansea change, which will be their 4th of the night once that gets signed off. Meanwhile, Isaac Dunn takes a few steps back and sends another good delivery, and Wright's handling this time was good enough. But again, you see the gold shirts just swarming on the gloves of the Swansea stopper there.
Yeah, it was a great reaction from the team there.
I'd have to say, 81 minutes played, and how many times has Harry Holt been tested, Finlay?
A couple catches, but nothing really too big, so big props to the defence there.
Yeah, I think it's been a fairly routine night for Holt, who has probably had to be more alert than he was in the last round, and yet hasn't really had to spring to his right or his left to turn one around the post. But he'll take that. That was the night he would have been after.
Yeah, definitely. I think clean sheets win your games, so obviously that's what he was asking for, and the easiest way to do that is not have to make as much saves as possible.
Ball forward looking for McCoy. Wright's come all the way out for that, and left-footed thumps that clear. I think Jones has been a little bit quieter now, hasn't he, on that left flank these last 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like Swansea are struggling to find him now, and seems like we're a bit more compact, making sure that they can't pass him the ball.
Foul, so free kick to Rovers. And another chance for a delivery from that right side.
Another chance to put it on the big man's head.
He'll be desperate for that one, he felt. He'll want that one opportunity to get hold of the match ball. Take it home with him. This time Dunn leaves it for McCoy, and it's just floated in there, a deep one to Candy in a battle with his man, and a little bit of afters, but nothing too major. I think it was Billy Clark who was battling with there.
I don't mind that from Mike. Shows a bit of passion.
Is he a feisty character in training, Michael De Candia?
Yeah, definitely. He likes to show a lot of passion on the pitch. And I'm quite the same, so I quite like that from Mike.
Pitt, good play from him there, who seems to have composed himself again after a couple of tricky moments up against Jones. Rovers almost playing percentage football, but McCoy is just going to capitalise on Ojotoro switching off. McCoy gets it into the box and Joseph's waiting, lurking for it, doesn't reach him, hacked clear by Swansea. There now, McCoy is going to have to get back on side. McCoy has the ball now, flicked towards Ver. Rovers just enjoying themselves at the moment. Ver's going to burst into the box. Joseph wants it. Ver's going to go all the way, isn't he? No, it's going to get a block and drop into the grateful gloves of Wright. Again, Rovers working it really well down that right side. McCoy and Ver linking up nicely.
Yeah, I think they've done that a few times, and Frank's got down that byline quite a few times tonight, and he's done really well tonight. Been very good on the ball.
I think better than that right flank we saw against Coventry, though.
Maybe because I'm not there.
Here's Jones. Is there going to be one bit of magic from him? No, because there is Isaac Dunn to stop it at source. A bit of a lazy whack clear by Ver. Swansea have it back. That's better from Ver, though. Sliding in to prevent Alfie Jones from getting on the ball. Swansea, 4 minutes to score 2 goals. It really is that simple for the hosts. McCoy. A crunching challenge then on Roger Toro. And this will be the Swansea change. We'll see a Rovers one as well. It's going to be Harvey Gray who comes on for Alfie Jones. And Jaden Sargent is going to be coming on for Rovers. Yeah, it's going to be Isaac Dunn who comes off. And Jaden Sargent, who will get the last 3 minutes or so. And Dunny's shown good flashes tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, been very good on the ball, off the ball, gone into a few good tackles. Yeah, been a very good night for Isaac tonight. And Jay coming on, going to add a bit of flair to the game, get at his fullback. So hopefully he can get on the score sheet.
Well, he's got 3 minutes if he's going to have an impact there, Jaden Sargent. We're told he likes the nutmegs in training and the rondos. He's a bit of a skillful operator.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely one that you don't want to come 1v1 up against. Got a lot of tricks in his locker.
Let's hope we'll see them in the remaining few minutes of this game. Got a loose pass there from Haywood, who's now operating in central defence for Swansea alongside Popham, with Roger Toro on that left flank. Here's Joseph. Is this going to be the chance he gets for the hat-trick? He's not sure what he's trying to do there, but it's gone over the top. What do you think he was trying to do there?
I think he was trying to pass it, but I'm not too sure about the pass he made.
Hat-trick still evades him. This might come his way though. McCoy. Oh, it's going to find Sargent, who under pressure from the Swansea man just blazes that one over, and Val's eyes were lit up when McCoy gets the ball there. Made that run towards the near post as if he wanted it played into him. Didn't get it. And Sargent, his opportunity. A tough one to take there under pressure though. Rovers edge ever closer into the final minute of the 90. Swansea 0, Rovers 2 here at the Swansea.com stadium. But is there going to be a sting in the tail at the other end with Callum Jones, the danger man for Swansea? Darts in field with that right foot.
Great
Good block again by De Candia, who every time Swansea have had a shot, it's been him in the way. The Rovers number 4. Rovers will feel there's another goal in this for them. time ticking away, but Swansea having to take more and more risks, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. The game's definitely opening up a bit more and looking like we've got a lot more space in behind.
Oh, ref's in the way. It's a good... You just see Val there just holding his run. He wanted it played through, and in the end, Jonathan Bolland showed good defensive instincts there to prevent Rovers from getting forward. He's just flashed a yellow card towards someone. I'm not sure who that was. 4 additional minutes to come here. 4 minutes for Rovers to negotiate. And from here, as a defender, Finley, you want that clean sheet, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. It's always important to get a clean sheet in these type of games.
Might be a third goal as well if McCoy gets hold of this one. He's got Ver next to him. Ver's there. There's his ball. And now Pitt to Candia, who's been excellent at the back this evening.
Yeah, been a standout night for Mike tonight, I think. Been everywhere.
Kelly Quinn just put under pressure. Just has to hurry and boom that forward. Tyjon in a battle. And gets a shove in the back. It's going to be a Rovers throw-in. Pates to take. You can sense the frustration on that Swansea bench, because they'll feel it's been a game of fine margins for fair chunks. And yet it's Rovers who have the advantage. McCoy, now Tyjon. Sargent's there, and Tyjon just on the stretch, couldn't reach the Rovers substitute. Ball across towards Evans. Good crunching challenge from Ver. Jones is down after that challenge. Swansea think it was a foul. There's a little bit of afters. There's Big Mike who goes in there. Come on, Michael, don't let it spoil your evening. So, a little bit of a...
Bloody hell.
Well, I was going to say a little bit of a scrap, but it's going to turn into a melee, maybe.
I think that's a great tackle from Frank there. And to be honest, I think one of the Swansea players did start it on Frank, so I think Mike's just backing up his teammate. But I'm probably a bit biased.
Yes, you and Mike get on very well. But the referee now has got a difficult job to see what went on there. I think DeCandia would do well to get away with a booking, purely because he went charging in there. It's going to be a discussion with Perry as well. Yeah, there's DeCandia getting booked. Perry gets a booking. Referee says don't do it again. We've only got a minute and a half to go, but that might add a few more seconds on.
I think you can sense the frustration in Swansea's side now, obviously. It's not looking good for him with only a couple minutes left.
Yeah, you felt the fire went out for Swansea probably after that second goal with 20 minutes to go from Joseph. Good play there from Tyjon. Is he going to win Rovers a corner? He is, and this might be Val Joseph's last chance for the hat-trick. Claps Tyjon there, applauds the Rovers winger for his work there. Has Tyjon got an issue over there, or is he tying his lace? He's tying his lace, I think. Which is a bit of a waste of time, because he'll have to be untying them in about a couple of minutes. So Rovers have the ball where they want it. They have the tie where they want it. They are going to be progressing through to the quarter-finals of this competition. Foul bundled over, and somehow it's Swansea that get the decision. For you, Finley, soon enough you're going to be in that dressing room celebrating and enjoying the moment, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Always good to get through to the next round.
I would ask you who you want in the next round. You said Burnley, didn't you, earlier? So, all eyes on that one, if that is the case. I'm not sure when the draw is going to be made, but here's Swansea with a late chance to get on the score sheet. Nice positive run by Billy Clark. It looked like it came off the Swansea right back, and there's DeCandia just applauding and slapping Levi Ball on the back. And this might be the last opportunity of the game. We're into added time in added time. If you're Swansea, you might as well send the keeper up, see if you can get a bit of joy. Wright is told to stay at home. So, last opportunity. It's going to be Milo Robinson to take. It's a clip one towards the back post. Misses everyone, but it's going to find Clark, who's going to collect. Referee just checking his watch there. Clark looks to dig out across. It's going to go behind for a corner kick. And this probably will be the last opportunity, you would think. Into the 5th minute of additional time, it's going to be Roger Toro, who's been involved in a lot. In fact, no, they're going to leave it. If I was the referee, I'm just blowing up because I'm saying, how long did you need?
I'm wondering why he's not in the box. He looks very tall.
He does, yeah. Instead, it's going to be Robinson to take, goes short. Roger Toro. Good delivery, headed away by Tyjon. And that is that. Rovers professional in their work tonight. Good team display. A goal in each half from Valentin Joseph has sent Rovers through to the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup. Big stride forward, a difficult night at times this evening for Paul Butler's Charges, and yet they found a way, and that will delight Paul, I'm sure, because there were certain moments that were good, there were other moments where it looked like Swansea were getting on top, but Rovers getting that clean sheet, and Val Joseph, like he did in the last round, gets the headlines. The full-time score here at the Swansea.com stadium, it finishes Swansea City 0, Rovers 2. Quarter-finals beckon for Paul Butler's youngsters. And Finlay, as far as nights go, job done for Rovers and a professional display.
Yeah, definitely. I think it shows what such a good team we are. Not performing to our best and still coming away with a 2-0 win. I think it just shows that we've got even more to offer and that teams should be scared of us.
Yeah, I think Rovers have shown plenty of different sides in this run to the quarter-finals. But Val Joseph, you can see the big smile he's got on his face. Excellent work for the goals. He led the line brilliantly. And I'm sure, Finlay, you want to get down there and enjoy the celebrations with the teams. But how you found it tonight? You've enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, to be fair. I've been really happy to commentate. It's been quite a new experience for me.
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed it as well. You've been great company. Almost as good as Charlie Clanford. No, you've been excellent, I've got to say. But hopefully we'll see you in the quarterfinals, back on the pitch and doing what you do best. Let's hope we get Burnley in the next round, according to you.
Hopefully.
But it's been a joy to have you with us, and get yourself down there and enjoy it, mate.
Thank you very much for having me.
So that's that. Rovers head off the pitch, and the celebrations will start imminently for Paul Butler's Charges. Professional performance tonight into the next round of the prestigious tournament, and we will speak to Paul, no doubt, on Rovers TV, which will be updated tomorrow, I imagine. First team action returns this weekend. Rovers head down to Queen's Park Rangers. Come and spend your Valentine's Day with us on Rovers TV if you can't make it down there. Thanks for joining us tonight, and Rovers in the next round. Final score here at Swansea.com Stadium. Swansea City 0, Rovers 2.